Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Richie Scott, and we are back with another video. And we got some interesting news on Wendy Williams and her soon-to-be ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, okay? So, as you guys know, Wendy Williams is currently in the midst of a divorce, and most of us honestly could not be happier, okay? The Wendy that we have seen on this show is a Wendy we haven't seen in a very long time. I mean, there's an energy, you know what I'm saying? There's a lightness, there's a brightness to her that I feel like a lot of us are living for, and it makes watching her even more fun than I think it was before. And for a lot of us out here who do what we do online, we can attribute a lot of what we do to Wendy Williams, you know what I'm saying? So we have to pay homage to her because guess what? You know, without her leading the way, a lot of us wouldn't even want to be in this field. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to her for getting her life back. And let me tell y'all something. She is getting her everlasting life. Okay? So here's the rub. I'm going to give y'all the news about her, and I'm going to give you the news about Kevin Hunter coming right up. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the notification button. And, you know, stay tuned for new videos every day. We always popping up with the new around here. Okay? Also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJ Richie Scott. Now let's get into this news. All right, listen, I got to go ahead and top this off with Wendy Williams finally talking about her single life. Listen, okay, so for me, I have been saying to people for a while now, I really want Wendy to give us the real. And she has been subtly doing that on the show for the past couple of weeks. And I'm all the way here for it. And clearly the audience is all the way here for it too. So before we even get into what she said today, because she revealed a lot about her single, dating, being a woman about town, all of the men that's been running up and through her home. Okay, as a single lady, it's her prerogative and she's doing exactly what she wants to do. But listen, just take a listen to this audio real quick, and then you guys get an idea of exactly what I'm talking about.
By the way, I don't have a boyfriend. That was Webb. Give him some webcam, please. Well, no, the word on the street. The word on the street is that on Saturday night, I was at the Fierce Ball sitting next to a handsome man who looks a lot like my type. And they showed the picture. They even did it on TV. Did you see it on TV? And I was reading on the blogs. I was like, well, who was I with? Who was I with? I was with the Glams, and they don't like girls. I said, oh, it must have been Webb. And I looked, I scrolled down, and I'm like, oh, there he is. Webb is part of the security detail around here at the show. And, you know, I am working on my divorce pleasantly right now. When I say pleasantly, I mean, I ask of you, please, it's hard to say give privacy because I don't give privacy when I'm doing the rest of the stories. So you do what you want, you always do, but you know, just to catch you up to speed, that is Webb. He's part of my security details. I am a single woman running around New York. No. Listen. Listen. You all, come on now. Come on now, you don't just throw away 25 years lock, stock, and barrel. I gotta tell you something right now. As a mature single, I'm a single woman. You know what I'm saying? I would ask, well, you know what? You all can say what you want and you're entitled to. You know, I certainly say what I want behind closed doors. But I will tell you this, you know, we do have our son and he is away in college and he's home right now. If you're wondering why I'm hanging out so much with him, he's home for college break. He sees me, he sees his dad. I go out a lot because I am a good time girl. I like to have fun. I'm right now a young and pretty New York City girl. I live in this. I have the ultimate bachelorette pad high atop everything. I have a really, really good view and I'm really, really reclaiming my life. But and I don't have a boyfriend, but I must admit I am rediscovering my love of men. And you know, transparency, I do date. And I date pretty often. But Webb has been to my bachelorette pad. Marco has been to my bachelorette pad. Booth has been to my bachelorette pad. And the parade of men will continue.
Okay, Wendy is single and ready to mingle, okay? Listen, I am all the way here for this. Because what I like about what she's doing is she's letting us into her life without telling us too much. You know what I'm saying? And this is exactly what most of us have been wanting from her for some time. See, a lot of people think that when I say we wanted to hear some details, it wasn't that I need to hear the salacious details of the divorce settlement and who's getting what or whatever else like that. Although the blogs have been giving us plenty of that, and I got a little information for y'all about what's going on with Mr. Kevin Hunter on that end of the table. But for right now, we're gonna keep it talking about Wendy. I like how she kept it classy. She's thinking about her son when she talks about this situation. And I feel like she's handling it in a very adult manner, but also being very upfront, which is, I think, all most of us really wanted from her. And we just wanted to know, hey, I'm doing well. You know what I'm saying? I'm back here out on the market. And honestly, I think this whole situation makes her so much more relatable. And honestly, throughout this whole situation, I have found myself wanting to watch the show even more. Like, I wake up wanting to watch it. I go to bed wanting to watch it because I just want to know what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the reasons why a lot of us do what we do. So this is good. And I think it's about time. I think listen, Wendy ought to be showered with affection and emotion and male attention and everything her heart desires at this moment. And she's looking good in the process. So shout out to Wendy for getting her everlasting life, but also for letting us in on a little bit of the details just because we want to know. You know what I'm saying? We fans, we want to know what's up. We want to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to actually be there when she went to the ball this weekend, but I don't live in New York, so I couldn't be at the ball. But you know what I'm saying? We are all here for her. But guess who's not here for her? Apparently, Mr. Kevin Hunter is not here for her. Discussing the details of their divorce on television. Let's get into what our friends over at the Hollywood Life are saying about Mr. Kevin Hunter real quick. All right, so our friends at Hollywood Life are telling us that Wendy Williams made headlines when she hinted about her issues with her estranged husband, Kevin Hunter, during a segment of her talk show, and Kevin's anxious she'll continue discussing their situation on air. Kevin Hunter, 46, doesn't want his estranged wife, Wendy Williams, 54, talking about their marriage and or issues in front of viewers of her talk show, The Wendy Williams Show, and he's thinking of trying to stop it from happening. The outspoken host recently seemed to make a jab about Kevin and his alleged mistress during the popular Hot Topic segment of her show on May 9th, and it's causing Kevin some major anxiety. Kevin's furious. He claims that Wendy promised him that their divorce would not become a hot topic on her show. A source exclusively told Hollywood Life. No one has sympathy for him though. What did he expect? She's a public person and a very outspoken person. And this is probably just the beginning. She's finally woken up to the truth and she's mad as hell. Kevin is very worried about what Wendy will say next about him on her show, to the point where he wants to try and block her from speaking about him. She didn't actually use his name though, so what can you really do? He made his bed and now he has to lay in it. During Wendy's indirect mention of Kevin, she was talking about how some women don't know how to stay away from married men. There are a lot of women with no respect for a marriage. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women who know your man is married and will have the nerve to be right up under him and right up under your nose, Wendy said during this segment. Woo! Okay. Let me tell y'all something. You know, as much as I talked about Wendy Williams letting us into certain details about her life, I do feel like she's keeping it classy by basically making the divorce pretty much a private matter. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is her story. This is her motherfreaking story, okay? So if something has happened to you, you have the right to talk about it. And you can talk about it without saying no names, particularly if she's talking about something that's actually happening in the news and she's commenting about it. This is one of those situations where Mr. Kevin Hunter, I'm sorry, but if the shoe fits, you gotta wear it, okay? And what's the other saying? A hit dog will holler. Listen, bro, if you innocent, if you ain't got nothing to worry about, then you ain't gonna be the hollering dog now, would you? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yo, you gotta back up off of that a little bit, sir. Back up off of that a little bit. Let Wendy have her moments on her show. Listen, you had every opportunity to be a part of all of the magic of that show and everything that she has going on. But as the allegations are saying, if you have chosen to go elsewhere for your magic at this point in time, you're going to be missing out on the magic that's happening with Wendy. So let her live, let her breathe. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's the news that we got for y'all today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell button, because listen, it's jumping off daily around here. And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at DJ Richie Scott, and I will see you in the next video.